What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my basement. Office is still under construction, so I apologize for the mess, but hopefully I'll be back into my office very soon. But today I've got an awesome video for you guys. I'm going to talk about how to trade double tops and double bottoms. Very simple pattern to trade if you know how to do it properly and if you wait for confirmation. Problem is, a lot of people jump in too soon at support if they're shorting or at resistance if they're longing, and they get stopped out because price goes against them. So very simple pattern to trade, and there's a couple rules that make it even easier. So we're gonna get into that in just a second, but first I do want to give a quick shout out to PrimeXBT. If you're in the US, you need a VPN now to use it. I didn't tell you that. But otherwise, you know, they've got a mobile app and a great trading platform online. I really like trading Bitcoin on there. Good volatility and good liquidity for Bitcoin especially, and they also just added a ton of altcoin trading pairs as well. I haven't dived into all those just yet, mainly using it for Bitcoin and Ethereum, so make sure you guys check it out. You can get a deposit bonus if you use the link below to sign up. But anyway, let's get into this video. The reason you guys are all here, we're gonna have some fun talking about nice bottoms. Bam, oh yeah, double top, double bottom party. Oh. But anyway, let's talk about double tops, double bottoms. They really trade the exact same, and they are known as reversal patterns. All right, it's very important to understand the difference between a continuation pattern and a reversal pattern, because a continuation pattern is going to send price in the same direction it started. A reversal pattern is going to send price in the opposite direction. All right, so this is a reversal pattern. So if price goes up, you're going to look for a double top. If price goes down, you're going to look for a double bottom. Pretty simple. Okay, now wicks can happen. You know, like if this is your support. Oh, let me draw a better line. I apologize. That is subpar. That is BitBoy content right there. I am superior. All right. So here would be a double bottom, right? Picture perfect. You've got one touch here of support. You've got another touch here, and it bounces. All right, that's all good and dandy. Sometimes it'll wick below a little bit. All right, you'll see a quick little wick here. It'll go straight down, and it'll come right back up. Look at that. That's a really clean line, you guys. I'm an artist. All right, see, they call me a chartist, a chart artist. Look at that. That's beautiful. Kind of looks like, never mind. I'm not going to say what it looks like. This is a double bottom. A double top is going to look very similar, but it's going to be price going up, hit resistance, hits it again, and goes down. Bam! Congratulations! You know how to trade double tops and double bottoms now. See ya. That's the video. I'm just kidding. All right. So that's step one, right? Is identifying one. So obviously you can't identify it until it's happened because you need that second touch, right? So that's great. But sometimes, you know, you get like patterns like this, which a cup and handle is what we're going to talk about here, which is a continuation pattern, you guys. And I have a bunch of videos on patterns. So if you want to learn more about them, watch my other videos. But, you know, you might short this and think that's a double top, and then it busts through and it's actually a cup and handle and it moons, right? So you need to learn to differentiate how to find the signs of what make a double top and a double bottom, okay, and how to kind of figure out the likelihood of it actually working. One thing you could do is, first off, usually the first touch is higher volume, okay? Most times the first touch is going to be higher volume. You're going to have a large volume candle here, okay? Volume is very important. I use volume a lot. On the second one, volume's usually really light, okay? So you're going to have another touch, and it's usually going to be lighter volume. That means there's not much interest in there. Anyone that entered a position here is just chilling, and you've got a few people either adding to their position or not much action here, and price is going to slowly drift in this other direction, all right? And you're going to have a tiny, usually some smaller volume candles here, okay? And then again, I'm a great artist, you guys. Look, those are really good. Those are really straight lines. I don't know how I did that. And again, here you're gonna have, oh, nailed it. Okay, you're gonna have like larger volume candles right here, okay? So they're gonna be larger, and then most times they're gonna be a lot lower. Now, it's not 100% of the time it's gonna be less volume here, but more times than not, and if I'm giving it serious consideration, I'm gonna be looking at that and saying, okay, this was the first drop on heavy volume, and now we've got a second drop on lighter volume. I'm gonna feel a lot better on it, rather than if it's like this and we've got high volume over here and low volume over here, okay? And then what that usually means is it's going to say, okay, this first touch nobody really cared about, and now this second touch you're getting a lot of action, and that's kind of concerning because a lot more volume usually means that it's going to break through. Okay, so that's kind of step one. All right, now some more confirmations you can look for. All right, so I'm just trying to get rid of all this garbage on here. All my beautiful drawings are gone. Next confirmation, you could say, okay, can I get rid of this too? All right, you could say, all right, this touched here, and now it's below a little bit, but it's starting to wick back up, and maybe on my OBV, which is up here, okay, maybe on my on balance volume, I had, okay, it touched, and then it touched. And what do I have here? I have a bullish divergence. And if you don't know anything about bullish divergences, I also have videos for that. But anyway, price went lower here, and my indicator went higher, and so that could maybe give you some confirmation of a double bottom as well. All right, and then you wick up, and those wicks are also usually good confirmation, right? If we've got some large lower wicks, then that usually means price is gonna, whatever, go in the other direction. But anyway, so that's all great, okay, and it's literally just gonna be opposite on a double top. Okay, so if you get that confirmation of that divergence, that can help you with confirmation, all right? But really, if we're actually trading a double top, so maybe you could get entry there, all right? But knife catching is always risky. So if we're really trading a double bottom or a double top, we actually want to wait for confirmation, because that's not only going to give us a higher probability of that pattern playing out, it's also going to give us a well-defined target. Because if I'm just buying, let me get rid of this stuff real quick. Okay, we don't need OBV anymore. If I'm just buying on this second touch here, my target is really just going to be the next resistance, okay? Because I don't have any pattern, I don't have any clear target. So my pattern is just going to my target would basically just be this resistance here, because that could reject and then go through, right? Or it could, again, turn into like that little type cup and handle thing. This would be kind of inverse, but anyway. So how do I actually trade this? What would the target be? And that's why you're here listening to this video, and that's why you're still watching, because you want to know how to find these targets on these, okay? And a lot of times, you guys, these double tops and double bottoms are going to be very abrupt. Like, it's going to be like a W or an M, okay? So it's going to drop through. It's going to be a pretty sharp bounce. It's going to come down like this, and then it's going to go up. It's going to look like a W. You can see how that looks like a W in there. Shit. You get the point, right? So it's going to be sharp. It's not going to be like some people ask me, oh, is this a double bottom? And I'm like, I mean, it could be, but it's not very clean, right? It's more just like chop range. So I like to see clean ones, because that means there's a lot of volatility. It also means that it's usually likely to play out fast if it does break out, okay? Anyway, let's quit mumbling here and let's get to the chase. What are the targets, Gooner? What are the targets? I want to know the targets. I want to know how to trade this. Okay. So basically, let's zoom in here so you can see that W, okay? So your target is going to be, you're going to draw from you're always going to put it on the bottom of this, or the top of this W, or the bottom of an M, okay? If you're drawing the bottom or the top, okay? See that? I'm going to put it right there, and then I want to see this break down and have a close below, retest, and then break down, and that would be a good entry, all right? What you don't want to see is a wick below, and it comes back up, and then it keeps going. And you don't want to enter on that wick. You do not want to be the person shorting or buying the wick, okay? Inversely, a wick up here and comes back down. You're going to wait for a close. All right, let's get rid of this stuff again. So you're going to go boop, boop, and you're going to be here, and you're going to be like, okay, it's close, okay, there's my line. Oh, candle has closed above. Sweet. I got one candle. Second candle could be a fake out, but what I want to see is this next candle touch and then go up, and that's where I'm going to take entry. Okay, now that's great. What's my target, Gooner? What's my target, Gooner? Tell me the damn target. Chill, we got to know what we're doing before we get to the targets, okay? Which reminds me of this time. I'm just kidding. Let's get to the targets. Jeez, some people probably already exited out of the video at that point. They're like, nope, screw this guy. I'm done. This would be your target. You take your line from the bottom to the top of this pattern, and you move it up here, and that is your target, sir. Pretty damn simple. There's your resistance target. I always like to do zones, because you never know when 500 million people are looking. Like, if this is the technical target right here, and you got 100 people or 1,000, I don't know. Anyway, you got multiple people looking at this as a target, and they're going to go, oh, I'm just going to close here. And then somebody else goes, oh, I'm just going to close here. And then people waiting for that target are like, ah, shit, it's dying. I'm going to just close now. And then you're waiting for your little target to hit, and it was like 0.1% away, and you don't get out. And then now it's almost back to entry. So that's why I like to do zones. And then in the zones, I'm just like, it's close. It's pretty close. I'm going to start taking profit. And if it doesn't reach my final target completely, I'm going to be happy with that because, again, I'm very, very, very close to that target. Anyway, so it's going to look the same for a double top. And yeah, I mean, you're literally just waiting for that close below the bottom of the M. Oh, the W, I ruined it. Cut, and then there's your target. So it's really pretty simple, you guys. So let's rewind this all. Okay, remove drawing. So basically what happens is double bottom or double top. Okay, double bottom, double top, both reversal patterns, right? Remember that? Okay, you're going to see price dropping to support for a double bottom. It's going to usually do a sharp bounce and then go back to that same area. It could wick below a little bit. It could go just short, okay, just barely short. But anyway, double top, double bottom, and then it's going to bounce. You're going to take your resistance line here, and you're going to wait for that to close above on whichever time frame you're looking at. And once it does, you're going to say, okay, I can take an entry here. How do I find my target? I'm going to draw this from here to here. Wabamo, I've got my long target. And basically stop loss, usually, stop loss is a tough one here because you're not going to do it down here, right? You pretty much just don't really want to see it break down at all. So usually there's a big breakout candle here, and I'll just go, all right, that was the breakout candle. I'm going to enter here. I'm going to put my stop loss. I'm not going to put it right below that breakout candle. I'm going to put it just a little bit lower than that breakout candle, and then here's my target, okay? So it's a 2-to-1 risk to reward basically here, which is great. If I feel like I want to put it tighter, I can. It just depends on how the chart looks, honestly. And here's how that would look for a short. That's it in all its glory. If you give me a second, I can try to find one on a chart here. We're close. All right, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. All right, I'm not doing all this work for nothing. I need subscribers. Okay, so I bet if I even go lower, I don't want to go to 3-minute chart, but basically, I mean, this is picture perfect here, you guys. So this is a great example for my video. Thank you, Bitcoin, for providing me with this great example. We're going to delete the Gooner EMAs, which is a free script, by the way. If you want to use the Gooner EMAs, check them out. Gooner EMAs, they're awesome. Okay, so this is a double top. You could draw it from here, or you could draw it from here. Okay, see how it kind of wicked just above, but again, double top. What do you notice here? What did I tell you guys about volume? Wha-bam, 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 wha-bam. Lower volume on the second one. So this is beautiful, okay? So, you didn't short up here. You waited for confirmation like a true G, all right? So let's get rid of this stuff, these lines, and let's just go from this top here because I like it. I don't always use wicks. Actually, very rarely do I use wicks, but very rarely are wicks actually this clean as a double top. And honestly, if I go to like a 1-minute chart, it's probably even a more clean double top, but we're going to stick here to the 5-minute. Okay, and see, this is why, so this is kind of an awkward one. We've got the V is kind of here, okay? So it's gonna get just slightly sloppy, and again, charts, especially on low time frames, aren't ever perfect, but basically, this is gonna be my resistance zone, okay? So this is gonna be my resistance zone, and you can see that we never closed above it. So basically what happens here is, you got the M, okay, you close below it, retest, and die. So, how do we play this? Well, we watch the second rejection. We go, oh, that looks like a double top. That's pretty neat. I'm watching now. So you get your first close below, okay? Or, it's kind of an interesting one because I like to put tight candles here. If I put a tight candle here, or tight trend lines, and if you have seen my trend line video, you know exactly why I do these. You've got an entry here, but if you're more patient and you're kind of waiting for the breakdown here, okay, that's fine too. You could have shorted any of these retests and you still would have been okay. So you're basically gonna draw your target here, okay? No, hold on, I did that wrong. Okay, so you're gonna take your target from top to bottom and you're gonna draw it here, okay? And look at that. So what you would do is you would basically put, you could wait for this breakdown, which technically happened here, okay? And if that's the case, see, it kind of held here. That's the problem. This was a rejection. So if you're waiting for this one to break down, you're going to just get it on one of these rejections, which is still fine, okay? But if not, Oh, am I inverted? Oh, I am inverted. All right. This looks better now. Sorry, guys. Forget everything I just said for the last 2 minutes. No, not really. It's still, the volume thing's right. This is just a double bottom instead of a double top, which is still fine, okay? So I'm gonna put this right on these candles here. This is our W, bam, 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 bam. Okay, that's our W. So we finally have a breakout here, okay? And we got 2 retests, so this looks like a clean breakout. And what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna long here. You're gonna say, all right, I'm gonna get it on this retest. And for me, see, this is why I said it's kind of gonna be different every time. I feel pretty good about putting my stop loss below this big bullish engulfing candle, okay? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna draw my target here from bottom to top, take that, move it up here, okay? And here's gonna be my target. So you can see this is a beautiful 1.8% to 0.56-ish%, okay? So that's basically a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Love that risk to reward. It's actually a little bit more than that even. But 3-to-1 risk to reward, or 1-to-3, I should say. So 1 risk, 3 reward. You could lose a few of these trades and still be in profit. So that is a picture perfect double bottom. Again, we've got a touch here, a V or a W, and we've got high volume on the first one, lower volume on the second one. I mean, it just couldn't be any more pretty than this, you guys. And then if you're a diagonal trend line trader, you've even got this diagonal break. All right. So lots of confluence here. Did we have bullish divergence on OBV as well? We did, because look, price went, let me clean this up, you guys. There's too many lines here. Okay. So we also had extra confluence here. We have slight drop here. Okay. And OBV is bullish, right? Bullish divergence. Bam. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please smash the thumbs up button. Give me a retweet on Twitter. Shoot me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts if you had any questions or if you have any ideas for future videos. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, please. I'm so close to 30,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. I really hope you enjoy all of my educational content. If there's ever any topics you want me to discuss, feel free to ask. I can add it to my list for future videos. But otherwise, I will catch you guys next video. Peace.